All right, the rules for reflection are right here. And we're going to talk about that. The one we're on right now is the second one, all right? So we're going to take this point, so draw this diagram, and we're going to go 90 degrees counterclockwise. Pay attention now. According to the rule, I change the y and switch. Here's my y, so I change it, and I switch it. That's what it should be. So I go -3 up 2. There it is. And that would be point A prime. Any questions about what I did? You got to memorize the rules, okay? I was supposed to take them off the board. But you know what counterclockwise is. You know what 90 is. So you can at least get close, all right? Should have enough to figure it out. But there's the rule. Let's try one more. Let's take the same point over 2 up 3. So draw this up. Over 2 up 3. Okay. This time we're going to go 180. Now, 180, look here. Put a dot. 180 is going to be either over here or over here. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter which way you go because 180 is 180. Everybody with me? Ivan, you have this drawn up? All right. Now, but look at my rule. My rule says I change them. Whatever they are, I change them. You know what some kids say? Oh, I put a negative. Well, no, this means change it. If it's a negative, you make it a positive. But here, they're both positives. So I make them both negatives. So I say A and A prime, I make them both, I change them. Well, in this case, they both become negatives. So I go -2 and then down 3. There it is. Everybody clear? Yet the rules are here for a reason. It makes your life a little easier. Do you really need them? Yeah, I mean, but I'm trying to show you what 180 looks like. Everybody clear? Okay, so just to reiterate, if it's a -5 and 2, according to the rule, I would change them. So I would change this one to 5, and I would change this one to a negative. Everybody clear on the rule? It doesn't mean make it a negative. It means change it. Everybody clear? All right, let's go on. On the bell work, you wanted to know point slope. Does anybody know what point slope is? Point slope is y minus your y equals m and x minus your x. Copy it down. You need to know it. It's on the EOC. You've already taken the first one. Now you're going to do it again. Slope intercept is y equals mx plus b. And standard form is ax plus by equals some number. Write those down. These are all things you have to memorize. So when you go home, you pull it out and you start going over the whole thing again. It's going to be on video. That's what I'm doing right now. Any questions on these 3 forms? All right, now look. At the end of the first test, the lady from the county sent out some problems that kids have trouble with on the first test. I like that. Now, I haven't had a chance to look at it till now, but I saved it. So on a new sheet of paper, let me give you some paper, okay? I'd rather give you my paper and put exam review. So put exam review on this. Let's do it. I'm going to give you like 3 of them. Okay? Whatever I give you. You can staple it later. I'm not going to sit here and count. Put exam review. Now, if you don't get enough, if you need more, I'll leave them up there on the table. So when you go to staple, just grab some more. Okay? From now till the time we test, we're going to review. Here are the extras. Right here. All right, so put exam review. Put away your bell work. Now, the lady said people struggled on this one right here. I don't know if it's the same exact one. So copy down number 1 right there. EOC struggles. Copy the whole thing down. It doesn't have to be pretty, just copy it down. Now, while you're doing that, she wants to know all the ones that are perpendicular. Now, think back, okay? Because I didn't take the test, and I didn't look at it, because we're not supposed to. Think back over your number 1 like this. I don't know if she's giving us the same one, but think back. All right. I'll give you about 20 more seconds, so jot it down. Those of you at home, copy this down. We're going to work them one by one together. All right, who needs more time? Some of you are still writing. I'll give you a little bit more time. Hurry up, get it down now. All right, so look here. Perpendicular. What does perpendicular mean? Does anybody know what that is? Nobody can tell me, huh? What do you have to do with your slope? 2 things. Who can tell me what 2 things you have to do for your slope? Flip, change. Come on, guys. Write it down. Flip, change. The book says negative reciprocal. Write this down, sir. I'm looking over there. Come on, I see you're not writing. All right. So which one is my slope on these numbers here? Who can tell me? Nobody in here can tell me the slope? Come on now. Nobody knows? Look, it's 3. Good, Spiro. But I want to flip it and change it. Now, who can tell me how to flip and change it? Nobody knows how to flip a 3? Put 3 over 1, flip it, and change it. What would it be if I flip it and change it? Flip and change. You're flipping it, but you're not changing it. It's a positive. It would be a negative 1 over 3. Write that down. You need to know that. Everybody with me? All right, I'm showing you how to do this. Now look here. Look at number 1. Do I know the slope for number 1? Now, I might have copied that one down wrong. Let's see what you have. Okay. We're trying to get y by itself here. Look here. We need to know the slope. There is no y on this one. So you know it's not that one. We can't get a slope from that. But look at the next one. I want each of you to get y by itself. Draw your line. Circle the y. Do it right now. Get y by itself. I'm showing you how to work it. Subtract 3x from both sides. So you're going to get y equals negative 3x plus 6. Now, which one is my slope? Nobody can tell me? Who can tell me? Which one's my slope? Negative 3. Very good, Michael. Now, is that the same thing as this one right here? So that one doesn't work. That's not perpendicular. Everybody clear on what I did?
So just to, wait, hold on. On the fraction, is it just -1 or is it negative if the whole thing is negative?
You know what? I used to have trouble with that too. Look here. There's 3 places you can have your negative, Michael. You can have your negative in the middle. You can have it at the top, which is how I like it. Or you can have it at the bottom. Now, you can't put it in both spots. If you put -1 over -3, you just changed it to a positive. Okay? All right, so look here. I want each of you right now to go to this one and get y by itself. I'm showing you how to do this work. Write it down. Get y by itself. How do you get y by itself? You got to subtract and divide. Come on, guys, you can do this. You have, look, kids have done it before you, but you got to try. I would subtract 2x from both sides. So I get 6y is equal to -2x plus 1. Now what do I do? Divide by what? Divide by 6 right here. So I get this as my slope. Is this the same as this?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. You got to reduce it. So this is one answer. Yes, this works. But they're tricky. They want all of them. So you got to keep going. Memorize the process. Okay, now let's keep going. Right now, get y by itself. Come on, guys. You can do it. You just have to try. You got to start making an effort now. Get y by itself. If you try, you can do it. All right, I'll reload the screen for you guys at home. I don't know what else to say. Maybe I'll turn the light off. Maybe that might help.
When you subtract x from both sides,
I would subtract x and then divide by what?
3.
Divided by 3. And then I would compare it. All right, so does this one work? I think it does. Look here, I'm going to subtract x, just like you said. So I get 3y is equal to -x plus 6. And then I divide by 3. And bam, I get my same thing. See? That one works. Any questions so far?
Negatives x. 3y is equal to -x plus 6.
Then you got to divide by 3. And this one works, Michael. One more. Get this one by itself. Come on, guys. You can do this. You have to start trying, okay? I said it before. When you graduate, your mom's going to be crying because she's happy, but she's going to be crying because she's going to be getting her life back again, okay? Because you're going to be moving on. Okay, so subtract 6x. Now divide by 3. Is this the same as that one? No. So you only have 2 answers. Is everybody clear on how to do it? Number 1, you got to know what your slope is. Here it is, check. Then you got to know how to flip it and change it. Then you got to work each one for y. It's not hard. Memorize it. It's easy. You can do it. Now, look. All right. Nobody made me do this stuff. I was the last one out. My parents, whatever. Whatever I wanted to do, I did. But I would go home and rework these. That's inside of me, okay? That's who I am. You got to do that, okay? Nobody's watching you. You got to do it. All right, go to this one right here. Copy this down. Copy down number 2. Emma, is that better? Is the screen better? Okay, good. Thanks for letting me know. All right, so look up here. Do they want parallel or perpendicular? All right. So, what 2 things do you have to do to get perpendicular? I gave it to you. FC, flip change. What does the book say? The book says negative reciprocal. Anyway, which one of these is my slope? Awesome. So put negative 1/3. Now, how do I flip and change that? What does it become?
Wouldn't it be -3?
It's a negative. So when I change it, it's not going to be a negative again.
I'm saying negative. No. So it'd be +3.
+3. That's what I want. Everybody with me? Yes? All right. They want this point. Now write down point slope. Put y minus y equals m and then x minus x. Come on, guys. We're almost finished. Write it down. All right, help me out. What number am I going to put here, here, and here? Who can tell me? Y minus what? Y minus 3. Not that 3, Michael. That's the one I bet you meant.
Yeah.
That 3. All right. What goes here? What does that M stand for? Slope. What is my slope? It happens to be the same thing. I don't like that because you might have said it wrong and still got it right. Now, what X do I put right here? -2. And what can I change that double to? We're done. It doesn't say anything else. It just says write an equation. Everybody clear? It's not hard. Okay? Everybody with me? I'm not making this stuff up. Okay? I mean, I'll show you the paper. Look here. Geometry struggling students. That's what I see. These are the ones that kids had trouble with. And you can see it because some of you need it. All right, let's go on. We're done with that one. Let's try another one. Copy this one down right here. Number 3. Copy that down. Number 3. What are they asking you for number 3? What do you think they're asking you? Nobody can tell me? This tells you what they're asking you right here. Right here. This tells you. Who can tell me what they're asking you? Or these lines parallel. That's what they're asking you. Now, how do I know if they're parallel? Guys, look, I'm going to warn you once if you're not covering your nose, and if it happens again, I'm sending your name to the AP. And if the AP doesn't do anything, I'm sending this name down to the principal. Right? Because that's the way it works here. Okay? Mr. Toots is feeling pretty good, and I don't want to be getting sick. Okay? All right, now look here. To be parallel, it's the same slope. To be perpendicular, you got to flip and change. And if it's not one of those, it's neither. Everybody clear? All right, now how do I know what my slope is for this first one here? What is my slope? Who can tell me my slope? 7/3. How do I get my slope for this one? You got to get y by itself, man. There's no easy road on this one. You got to work. So do it right now. Come on. Get y by itself. Now, I trust you can do that. Get y by itself. All right, who can tell me how do I get y by itself? So I subtract not 7, but I subtract what? 7x. So tell me what to write now. Right here. What do I write? What's left? 3y equals negative 7x. Good. Copy that down. Everybody with me? All right. Now what do I do to get y by itself? Awesome. So when I divide by 3, which one's my slope now? Awesome. Now compare this one to this one. Are they the same?
After we divide, you said what? 7.
That's your slope. Okay. Now is it the same as that one?
Yeah.
Really? A negative is the same as a positive? Huh?
No.
You can't compare these two hamburgers. They're not the same. Everybody with me? All right. Now, what if I flip and change this one? We know they're not parallel. So they're not parallel. But what if I flip and change this one? Would it be this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Flip it. What would it be if I flip it? 3/7. And if I change it, what would it be?
Negative.
A negative. Is this the same as that?
No.
So it's not perpendicular. So what must it be?
Neither.
Must be neither. Guys, you got to know this. I mean it. You got to know it. If you're going to compete with all the other kids, and they're going to look at your scores, they can compare your scores to everybody in my class and everybody in the school and everybody in the county and everybody in the state who takes the same test. And they can see how smart you are or whether or not you're not learning. That's the way it is. All right, so where do you want to be? Copy that one down. Write it all down now. Come on. I'm not going fast. I'm trying to teach you stuff that you should know. Now I need somebody to read it for me, please. Nobody can read it for me? Is my handwriting that messy?
Just right. Was that equal?
Write an equation.
Equation of a line parallel to y equals negative 1/4 x plus 5
Through what point?
for negative 3/4.
All right, man, I appreciate that. Who can tell me how to do this one? What form do I use? I gave you all 3 forms at the beginning of the period. Do I need to find them? On the bell work, I gave you all 3 forms. Who can tell me what form I need here? Look back at your notes.
Point slope.
Point slope. Man, that's good. Tell me what it is. Y.
Y minus 1 equals M, and the parentheses is going to be X minus A.
Awesome. Write that down. Now plug your numbers in there. Plug your numbers in there. See if you can do that. Plug your numbers in there.
We would plug one up. We're going to plug the numbers from, like,
We did one like this. You're going to plug in your numbers here, here, and there.
But it's not through you plug in, right? It's the,
I can't give you that one. I want you to do it. You have to try. All right, who can tell me? Come on, guys. You gotta try.
you know, confused on this.
Nobody can help him? Nobody in you can help? All right, look up here.
I got it.
Well, come on.
Alright, so it would be
Y minus
negative 3 over 4
-3/4
equals negative 1 over 4,
-1/4.
and then it'd be parentheses x plus 4.
Awesome. Change this to a plus.
See, plug in both of them. Like, from the through and the
See how it says parallel?
Yeah.
That means you use the same slope. No flip change. Got it?
Yeah.
And then you use whatever point they tell you. But the Y goes here. You with me?
Yeah.
Is everybody with me? All right, let's go on. That's number 4. Let's keep moving. Let's go to number 5. Partitioning of a segment. Now, I know that kids miss this all the time. So put down number 5. Segment PQ, copy this down, with endpoints P is -2 and 4, and Q is 7 and -2. What is the partition from P to Q that is a ratio of 1/2? Find that point. They call it point R. Write that down. Partition. Kids miss this one every year. Ready? All right, now look, I'm gonna be honest with you. I gotta use graph paper, and they'll give you graph paper. But you're gonna have to freehand it and listen. But I need to show you with graph paper. Wow. Here's how I do it. I take something straight. Of course, they're going to give you the paper, but I'm going to have to make an X and a Y. So I start off like this. Draw that graph. Now plot those points. Where do those points go? Now you have to be able to plot a point, okay? Over -2, up 4. So -2, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right there is point P. Everybody with me? Now look at point Q, over 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then down 2. Here's Q. Copy this down. So you got to draw it. Now, you don't have to be as neat as me, but I got to do this to get the answer. So you get on top of it, and you try to do a good one, and that's good enough. Everybody with me so far? Now you got to box this off. You got to make like a rectangle. Passed it up. Do that right now. Make a right angle. Make a right triangle. Come on, guys. I'm trying to help you with this. I'm showing you how to do these. You're going to see them again. All right. So this is a 1/2. Half. So you want to go halfway. Look here. 1 box, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 boxes. Watch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes. You want to go halfway. So halfway from P to Q, halfway is 3. 3 boxes right here. Right here. I'm going to use a different color so you see. Halfway. Bam. That's my answer. Half of 9 is 4.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4.5 is here. There's my answer right there. Halfway. It's not hard. What did I do? I graphed it. I went halfway. I made a box. Everybody clear? Memorize it. Now, who can tell me where is that point right there? Where is that point? Nobody can tell me? I'm trying to get to grandma's house. Right here. How do I get to grandma's house? You start at the origin. There's the origin, right? Where's my origin at? Right here. So how do I get to grandma's house? Who can tell me? Nobody can tell me how to get to point R? Over 2.5. So over 2.5. And then up how much? Up 1. Bam. I'm at grandma's house. That's the answer. Michael, you understood what I did or no?
Not at all.
Do you understand how to graph it?
Yeah, I got it.
Then all you do is go halfway. Half of 6 is 3, go across, and wherever that point is your answer. But you got to start at the origin. So you got to go over, I'm sorry, the origin's right here.
Yeah.
You got to go over 2.5 and then up 1. Got it?
Yeah.
Put a star by it and redo it. Now, let's say you're like Mr. Studious person, and you want to really know how to do this. Go to YouTube. And what you want to look up is partition. Segment, partition. Write it down. That's the name of it. If you want to do some on YouTube, they're there. Okay. All right, guys, I'm just trying to help you here. All right, here's another one. Same exact thing. Number 6. Write this down. 6. Let's see if you can do this one. F is 1, 4. G is half of the way, halfway. And H is 2, 6. Same exact problem. See if you can do that one. Draw a graph and try and do it. Come on, guys. Same exact problem. It's halfway. Box it off and go halfway. See if you can do it. Come on. I know you can do it. Copy it down. Those of you at home, raise your hand so I know you're still with me and I can mark you as here. I'm going to upload this video as soon as I get a chance, okay? But it will be on Canvas. All right, so let's see who's here today. This will be the last one I do for today, all right? So Miss Macy, Emma, KK, you better not mark me out.
Oh.
AS, JN, AP, and BB. Caitlin H, I don't see you there. Come on. Jasante, I don't see you there. Eli, I see you there. You checked in and left out. Malika, raise your hand, guys. I can't mark you now. All right, Eli, I got you. Good, Malika. I'll mark you down. Come on, guys. You got to be trying. You got to graph it, and you got to go halfway. Zach, you're sitting back there, and you act like you're on the beach because you're not working. You might as well be in line at McDonald's. I'm not seeing it. You guys ready? Now, Macy, even though you're at home, I got to mark you out. I apologize for that. All right, looks like you guys need me to do it. So look up here. I go over 1, up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, put a dot, call that F. I go over 2, up 6, excuse me, 4, 5, 6, and I put a point, and I go halfway. So I box it off like this. And I go halfway is right here. Bam, there it is right there. That point looks like over 1.5 and up so much. So over 1.5, and then up, I don't know how much up. 1, 2, 3, 4, up 5. Bam, I got my answer. Everybody see what I did? All right, that's it for today. We're going to leave it at that. Those of you at home, have a good day.
How was Christmas?
Very good. Very good. It's always nice having 2 weeks off. How about you?
Christmas was good.
All right. All right, those of you at home, I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day. Let me pause this.